That's crazy. You were just talking about Keith, though.
Yeah, right.
And he pops up at
Yeah, yeah, right.
They're all thinking, okay, what can we do to help him? But by then, of course, when we say human potential, unleashing human, it is not about reaching. It is a trajectory. Because what our life is a combination of a certain amount of time and energy. Time is rolling away for all of us at the same pace. If you sit, it rolls away. If you sleep, it rolls away. If you do something, it goes away. If you don't do anything, it goes away. You're happy or miserable, it goes away. Time is running out for all of us. So it's only the energy that you can do different things with. If you bring your energies to a certain level of intensity and possibility, what something is in 10 years, you may do it in 1 year. This means if you live here for 100 years, it feels like in people's impact that you've created, it feels like you lived here for 1,000 years. Simply because you have managed your life energies in a certain way. So for me, a human being impactful means, how conscious have you become? This is very important. Because if you're in compulsive cycles, then your energy gets wasted in so many things. If you observe people in a day, let's take 24 hours. In that, anyway, most people by prescription in America,
they don't come on unless you have an AirPod in there. If you have earphones
so
and
8
an
hours
iPod
means
here,
1/3 of life is gone. In the remaining 2/3, they have to eat, they have to, shower, bathroom, this, that, all this, another 2-3 hours gone. So literally 50% of life is gone, daily basis, just for basic maintenance of this life. 50% of the time is gone in maintenance. The remaining 50%, what they have, if you look at every single move that they make with their body, their thought process, their emotions, you will see a whole lot of it is happening in compulsive cycles. Or in other words, if you are little sensitive to life, you will realize you are the biggest issue in your life. So this is one thing that I'm trying to do with people, that you are never the issue in your life. I'm not the issue. My thought, my emotion, my body is never the issue. My thought, my emotion, my energy and my body are my instruments of function. They are not impediments in my life. But I would say for 90% of the human beings, their own body, the compulsions of the body, the compulsions of their thought,
some of that link with my cousin and my nephew, shadow boxing, my cousin Robert, my cousin Robert's son, and Michael, that's Michael. Going like this, shadow boxing, like father like son. That's dope. I like that, dude. That's hella dope. That's dope. That's a dope ass video Robert made. That's hella raw. Kind of reminds you like Apollo Creed and Adonis Creed. You know what I'm saying? Like father like son. That's dope.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that was hella dope. Like Michael, man. Michael, like the Bay Kid, Michael McCormick. That'd be dope. The Bay Kid, call him the Bay Kid, the Bay Kid sensation, Michael McCormick. I can see him being a great, part of welterweight. He's still, he's still a kid. You don't know how big he's gonna grow. That'd be cool if that's what he wants to do, or play football. He is following like his dad. Robert, because Robert boxed and then he also played football, just like Michael's uncle, Richard McCormick. You know, top 5, number 5 in the whole state, number 5 in Fairfield High. Receivers, wide receiver, and what was it again? Running back, yes, right, running back. Duh, I should have known that. Running back and wide receiver. Yeah, man. Top 5, number 5 in all of in the whole history. Number 5. Still holds the record at number 5. He still holds the record at number 5. His stats, his record, his football record. he had a great football career.
Suffering
Richard
is
McCormick,
something that you do in your
I've
body.
seen him smash, tackle hella
Pain
people.
that happens in your
Touchdown.
body, you take it
Richard
in your
McCormick
mind
scores
and
touchdown for
multiply it
Fairfield High.
1,000 times
Richard
or a
McCormick
million
scores
times,
touchdown
depending
again for
on
Fairfield
how
High.
capable you are.
You know what I'm saying?
Or how
Richard
stupid you
McCormick,
are.
at the end,
And
Richard
suffer
McCormick
a
comes
million
back, scores a
times.
touchdown for Fairfield High.
Right now,
Fairfield High wins the game.
most human beings
I
are
still
like this.
remember all that.
What happened
And he was on the
10
front
years
page
ago, you can
of the
still
newspaper,
suffer.
Daily Republic.
Yeah.
Richard
What
McCormick,
happened
yeah.
after tomorrow?
He saw him wide receiver, he caught the ball. He saw him run like this.
They are not
He was so
suffering life.
stocky motherfucker. He was big, he was huge,
Yeah.
right? He ran track, and he played ball. You feel me? He had a scholarship to go to college, play college ball. He go get a college scholarship, you know? Go play college ball. But he fucked his life up. You know, he still talks about it. You heard him, remember? Hey, cousin, yeah, I feel bad. He goes, hey, cousin. He goes, cousin, what happened to my football career? And me and Robert looked at each other. Me and Robert did. We looked at each other, and then he goes, hey, Robert. He goes, hey, brother. He goes, hey, what happened to my football career? He goes, man, Robert goes, man, I don't know, man. That was a long time ago. He walked off, right? Yeah, damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck, Rich, you know? And I know I was bothering him, you know, he's like stuck there, you know? He's like, his mind. I didn't think it was that bad, like Robert was telling us when I first got back into Richard's life. I didn't think it was that bad. Me and my brother Wayne, I was like, I don't see it. Hey, Robert goes, I'm telling you guys, man. And he wasn't lying, boy. You know me? He wasn't lying at all. He goes, you guys don't understand, I'm scared too. And then Robert was like, I ain't scared. He's like, yeah, but Robert goes, but I am. Right?
2017, when I came to know that in India,
Robert was like,
so much
yeah,
suicidal
man, that's crazy. I couldn't believe it.
and stuff like that. In spite of that,
Yeah, right, you know what I'm saying?
2017, 18,
Yeah, he loves his brother, you know? It's like I love my cousin, man, you know? He gave me a place to live, you know? And they took care of me when I was really down, man, you know? And that's why I'm always so quick to do stuff for my cousin Robert and stuff. You know, and be there for him, you know what I'm saying? Because I try to hold the family together. Trying to hold the family together and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, the best I can, you know? Without so much, you know what I'm saying? Because that's my family. You know what I'm saying?
What's your credit card debt balance?
You know?
If it's $10,000 or more, here are 3 easy solutions
You know
you
what I'm
can
saying?
start implementing today.
because we are trying
But yeah,
to
Robert, yeah.
like racehorses.
Yeah, when he told me he used to box in Texas, I didn't think he continued. I thought he stopped. I didn't know he was still boxing. I didn't see Robert for a long time, like almost 10 years. I didn't think he was boxing still. He was boxing in Texas. I didn't know that. He had trophies and all that too, like I did. But throughout time, he lost his trophies. Just like I did, you know, moving around, losing storage, you know, losing stuff, you know. I had like 6 trophies when I was growing up. Yeah, I like to get them back again, man. Yeah, but they're not gonna be authentic anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because there's like shit that Kevin gets, like medals and shit. I had those kind of things, yeah. Did you? Yeah, I like to get them again. I mean, just because I know I had like 6 trophies.
I had one for 99, 2000,
Yeah.
2001, 2002.
Yeah. I had two medals, boxing things around my neck. It had 4 tall trophies. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I had 4 of them. That's total 6. Yeah, growing up. I don't have them anymore, obviously, but that was a long time ago. You feel me? But I like to get them again just for like a replica. I mean, they're not, you know what I'm saying? Like for my own personal feeling. Like, 'cause I had them, they were presented to me in the community before, a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I had 2 gold medals, like they're not Olympic medals, but they're like awards. You know, they go right, like kind of like what Kevin got in Frisco. I had 2 of those around my neck. I remember 'cause I used to walk around them like this. I got mine. You feel me? Then they had 4 tall statues with the boxer like this. Yep, like boxing. One was 3rd place. One was 3rd place. The other one was like 5th place, or something like that, or something like that. I can't really remember.
Perception happens to you
You know what I mean?
in 5 different
I know a
dimensions.
total of 6 trophies I had.
Hearing,
2 medals around my
tasting,
neck.
touching.
2
This is
boxing
how you perceive
medallion
life.
medals around my neck.
This
it had
data-
4
data
statues
has
that stood up like
gathered
with a boxing guy like this.
Only
Yeah,
because
runner up
this
and
data
shit.
has gathered within you.
So I like to get them all
Now
again,
you're
and like maybe at a
able
trophy store or
on
something
a
like that,
round
and
planet which
just
spins.
keep
It's
them up
not a small
personal.
thing.
Cause I remember,
It
you
is
know what
not
I'm
a
saying?
small thing.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
you're able to walk on a spinning round
Robert
ball.
had a lot of trophies too.
Because all
I
this
heard,
data
you know
has
what I'm saying? He
gathered
said he
to 5
lost them.
senses.
He had them all
It is
from
not
Texas though.
intellectual
I didn't know that.
information,
Even
but
till he
it
told me a
is
couple
a
years back.
perceptional
I
information.
go, I know you. I
If
told
this
Robert, I
information
go,
is
I didn't know
not
you
there,
were still
you won't be
boxing.
able to walk
He was
actually.
like, yeah. He, oh yeah,
You
man.
will
He
not
goes,
be
I
able
went
to
down to
walk
Texas
straight.
for a while,
This is
and
what
he was
is
boxing
happening
out there.
for people
All right,
when
that's
some
dope.
people lose their memory and
Jason
things
never
like
stopped
that.
boxing.
Suddenly they become
Jason kept
unstable in
boxing
their
too.
body because
Jason
some
too.
of the
Yep.
data is got
Jason's still doing it.
disconnected
Yeah. Well,
with their
I guess he
system.
started back doing it again.
So
He
this
just started.
data that you
I think he
perceive
did
is
anyway.
most important.
Oh, yeah,
That's what the
remember
child is
Ben
all
Franklin,
the time
Yeah.
picking up everything. You
Oh
see how the child
yeah.
is looking at
Yeah,
everything.
I want to
He
box
wants
Ben.
to
I want to
pick up
box Ben
as much
Franklin, dude.
data as possible
Benjamin Franklin.
because
Yes,
instinctively he
Yeah.
knows without the
Yeah,
data
Jason kept
he will
boxing,
not be able to
and
function.
Jason was boxing, but
So
then Jason
how
went to the
attentive
military.
you are,
You feel me?
how attentive
So we were
your
all like a
eyes
boxing
are,
community,
how
all of us.
attentive your
The
ears,
hood, you know,
nose,
the hood.
tongue,
We
and
kept each other
touch is.
strong.
Accordingly,
You know what I'm saying? That's how we
have
kept
that
each other
much,
strong against everybody
that
from
much,
West Side Fairfield. You
usable
feel me?
information.
And other
So
neighborhoods
why
that came
one
in.
person is
That's
more
how we keep
efficient
each other
while you're an
strong.
athlete?
Yeah, we
Why
we box
one
each
person
other.
is able to catch a
We
damn
box at
ball,
gyms.
another
We
person
work out,
can't catch the
jog,
damn thing.
fight. You know,
Why
that's
is
how we
it?
kept each other strong. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
that level of attention of exactly
So I had
how
a
the
total
ball
of
will
6
behave,
trophies
how
in
you
boxing.
can anticipate where it
2
will
necklaces and
go. This
medallions,
is not
2
there.
that go around your neck,
Intellectually, suppose you have
boxing
a
achievement
PhD in
award.
football. You think you
Then I
can
had
play football?
4 tall trophies. Like one was like 3rd place, whatever it was. You know, stuff like that. First
No,
place
that
boxing
is not
trophy.
experience, it's
You know,
perception.
yeah. I can't remember
You're
exactly.
watching it
I know there's a total
out
of
of
6.
your keen interest.
You know,
You're
'cause I
watching
burnt that in my
exactly how a
memory
ball moves.
for years.
You may not be
And I would
thinking
walk
the
around with
physics
them around
of
my
it,
neck.
but you're
Yeah,
watching it
that's
and
why I was trying to fight
perceiving.
Curtis.
Because of that
Oh
perception,
man.
you know
Remember
something
Robert
that
told
you
you that story?
cannot know by reading
I tried to
100
fight
books
Curtis.
about it.
And I was running around the tree. He was hella bigger than me. He was hella big. I finally stood up to him, fought him though. I did
Anger
very
is
well.
happening to them.
Mhm.
What misery is happening to them. No, this is exactly what I said earlier. Maybe
First
I
I was
did
going
not
around the chest. He was hella funny, dude.
No, you are creating
Wow, like,
anger. Misery.
y'all had 3
You're
wars,
creating
you and
joy,
Curtis
you're
going
creating whatever.
blow for blow.
All this is happening from within.
Yeah, like,
But
Big
human
Robert was like, yeah,
experience is
remember the
happening from
first
within us,
time? The
isn't
very
it?
first time, it was
Whether
on
it's
Kingfisher.
love or hate or anger
We
or
was
misery
going
or
at it.
joy or anything is only
And
happening from within.
he had his old
Simple
George
question I am
Foreman
asking
gloves.
is,
The
what
old
happens
boxing
from
gloves that his
within
dad
you?
gave him.
Should
That belonged to
it
George
happen
Foreman, the
your
dust
way
all over him
or
and shit.
somebody else's way?
And I used to think this nigga's been boxing all his life. You know what I mean? I was a young teenager, you know, so like,
Because the
man.
world will never
I was a little
happen
nervous.
your
I ain't gonna lie, I was a little
100%.
nervous at first.
Because there are so
You know what
many
I'm saying?
stakeholders in the world.
Now I finally
Little
stood up
bit
to
will
him.
happen my
We went
way,
at
little
it.
bit your way, that is fine. But what happens within me must happen my way. If what happens within me does not happen my way, this is the worst form of slavery, isn't it? Wow. Somebody decides what happens within me. Somebody decides where I should sit. This is slavery, everybody understands this. Now somebody decides whether I am happy or unhappy. Isn't this the worst form of slavery?
Yeah.
So this is the liberation that humanity needs to work at. This is what inner engineering means. Inner engineering is not some mechanical process. Because engineering means this essential. You will say something is well engineered only if it works the way you want it. If this one doesn't work the way you want, what the hell are you expecting other things to work the way you want? It's just an accident. When you live accidentally, anxiety is normal.
Yeah, we got to bring the tape, man.
Why does
Yeah,
one
but-
person need,
I was gonna bring some tape.
well, my
man.
prescription
God,
these
I
days,
was
8 hours, is it?
7 to 8 hours.
Okay, 7 hours.
Yeah, I want to fight that dude,
And why
Benjamin
another
Franklin.
person can do it
Yeah,
half of
set me up with a
that?
fight with him.
See, one thing
I
is,
don't care who it is, really.
as we
Right
already
there.
went
I just want to get put
the
on
very
right there.
physical body that you carry is just the food that you've eaten.
Yeah.
You are looking at food only as protein, vitamin, mineral like this. But we are talking about a food chain. That means they're all different kinds of lives. What we consume is another form of life. Every animal consumes another form of life. This is the way the food cycle is created. So in what condition that life is will determine in what condition your life is in many ways. So if food appears in front of me, if I just look at it, People have prepared it with elaborate care. If I just look at it as, this is no Sadhguru, this lady has brought it, she's a very good cook.
They
She's
call
very
us up. I got
tasty.
my license.
I just look at
You
it and
can't
say,
just go in
no,
the box and YouTuber.
simply because
You
it's
gotta
not
have
alive enough
factor
for
all your
me.
medical
It may be
things.
tasty,
But
but
we
it's
get
not
called to go
alive
box. I
enough
can't
for
show up
me.
without my boxing license.
If it's not alive
It's
enough, I
still
will
a
not
state.
consume.
State, you have
If
to
you just
state.
conscious of
California has
this
a
one
box.
thing,
Okay.
Or wherever it's at,
you
you
will
have to
see
have
your
a
sleep
license.
quota will go down. Another thing is, most people are eating at least
That's where the CAT
50%.
scan come in.
50% means 100% more than what they need to eat.
They hit me up. They hit me up
Yes,
about
you will do one thing. As an experiment, just try this.
That's cool.
Whatever you're eating, cut it down by
Plenty of
50%.
time,
Yeah.
If you're eating, let's say, 2 kilograms of food, cut it down to 1 kilogram and eat variety of foods. You will see you will neither drop
That's cool. They
weight,
pay for everything too.
nor will you become weak,
That's good.
nor will you become
Huh.
less energetic.
Look at that guy.
Only thing that will
Look.
happen is your sleep
He's
quota
the
will
king.
go down.
Wow.
They made
Because
a cake at him
you're
or a rock
putting
at him.
so much food to generate the
Oh, man.
same amount of energy. You're eating more by compulsion of liking the
Yeah.
taste, or simply by compulsion of filling yourself up. Now the body has to process so much food to create so much energy. This extra processing is taking a toll on the system. The amount of impurities that are there in the food will also determine how much inertia you generate in the body. Let's understand it this way in terms of physical terms. What sleep means is inertia. Right now you're dynamic, this is life. Inertia sets in. When inertia goes beyond a certain point, that's death. But sleep is a certain kind of death, but it is offering you rest. So restfulness is very important. What is being restful means is, if you sit here, if you are at total ease, you will see the body is naturally restful. If you noticed on a particular day, you are very happy.
Yeah,
On
that's
that day
right.
you don't
And
need much sleep
things
or
was real
food.
great
Have
when
you
you had that
noticed
blue
this?
check mark.
That's all you have
Yeah,
to
that
do.
blue check mark. I noticed.
Most people have no idea
People starting to follow me now too now more.
by
They see
not
you're not a
building
robot.
strong personal credit and
Yeah, they
leveraging
see.
it to
I
get
noticed that
approved
people are
for
starting to follow me more
0%
often.
interest business credit. I have personally used
I want to
this
certify my other one
strategy
too,
to
though.
scale 4
Yeah,
businesses.
both of them.
First,
Both my
how
career
to
accounts.
master your credit file and score. Personal credit is the
How we
foundation
go,
of
huh?
all financing. But for
Yeah.
some reason, nobody
That
is
way,
talking about
I like
how to
that.
get good
I like
credit
that.
in the first place,
Okay, so
how to
you look at
repair
what
your
you got.
credit when things
Please
go
go for it,
wrong,
guys. You're certified.
and most
Yeah, I
importantly,
want to change that
how to
one too.
leverage your
My
personal
title on that
credit
one,
to
influencer
start,
box, kind of like you did
scale,
on my
and
other new one.
fund
Yeah,
a
yeah.
I want
business
to
or
influencer
investment.
box, hit YouTuber.
Second,
I'm
how
gonna
to
put on
hack
that
the
fuck
bank
your
and
job.
get
I'm gonna
approved
put
for
fuck
the
your job
kinds
and
of
be salt
limits
poppy.
we
Next
never
year.
I'm gonna put it on the
thought
yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
That's
This is the
yeah,
big
hell
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Less than
All I want on my new phone is
0.001%
just a
of people
YouTuber now, a
actually
YouTuber
know
and
the internal
X.
underwriting
I don't have nothing
criteria
else on there,
of
just
the big
YouTube and
banks.
X.
I can show you how to
That's it.
tip
I
the
don't want to be flooded
scales
with social
in
media
your
all day
favor
long
and build
Yeah.
on my new
strategic
phone myself.
relationships
This one,
with the right
this one's
banks
cool
to
because my
get
Wi-Fi
approved for
Yeah.
is
massive
mostly at home.
loans. The third
It's
thing
like
you need
this
to
dude
know
right here.
is how to
That
stack
bald-headed dude.
0% interest money. This is the exact strategy I used to get access to over $500,000 in credit in just over 1 year. I am talking about knowing every single bank in your
Bald-headed man.
state that offers.
If you remain very joyful every moment of your life, the food will come down, sleep will come down naturally. It's time to understand all the problems of individual nature are generated from within. And we don't have to solve problems that we create. We just have to dissolve. Problems that you create, you don't have to solve. If there's a problem in the situation, yes, we have to solve. But you have a problem within you.
Wow. What was I talking about last
Solution is
night?
not what you
How
need.
God,
Solution
my
is
dad came to me in my
madness.
dream, right? And I
Solution
listened to
means
God.
for an
I
illusion,
listened to
you're
what my
creating an
dad was
illusion
saying.
solution.
I listened to what my God. I listened
Something
to
that you
what I
make
said
up.
last night.
For
I
that,
listened
you
to what my
create
dad.
one more
My
solution
dad
that
was
you
telling me about
made
my
up
mom
once again.
to get her to North Bay
Now,
and
just have to turn
talk
off
to her
the
about
problems.
Jesus.
Going
Remember,
through a
because
certain
we ran out of
trauma,
time.
only thing is
And what were my
you're
words last night
lousy
before I went to bed?
That's all
What
there
were my
is.
exact words last night? I said I
Yes,
listened to
we're
my dad.
improving your direction.
My dad was
Now
working
you're
through my
trying
mom
to
and working through me,
find a
right?
solution
So
for a
if I didn't catch
situation in a
on
drama.
by my mom telling me
It's
that
like
she had a
people
dream
watch a
about my
cinema and
dad
come
and me
home and
in
they
her
have big
dream, and my
arguments
dad
about
telling
what happened.
her, my dad telling me in her dream,
So
Bob is that he's worried about mom. Around the same time, he was coming to me in my dream, right, and telling me, son, you're running out of time. You're running out of time. We kept looking over at mom. Running out of time, son. Mom, you're running out of time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He was working between my mom's dream and my dream. My dream first, then after she got out of hospital in Kaiser, working in her dream. Basically, to create the miracle. You know what I'm saying? To get her to North Bay. And I was like listening to my dad, and over my words last night, listening to what God wanted me to do. Not about me. She accepted Christ. It has nothing to do with me. She accepted Christ, and then the miracle came. Right? Look what the book says. Right here.
If you like them, you play with them. If you don't like them,
Joseph's life reminds us of an important truth. The Lord speaks, so listen up.
you don't play.
Wow. Look, Joseph's life.
That's when they always say
Look, day one. It says, an angel told Joseph to gather his family and flee to Egypt. You know what I mean? An angel told Joseph, right, to gather his family and flee to Egypt. Joseph did just that. Basically, an angel came, so in his dream, God was talking to Joseph in his dream, and he listened to God, just like I did with my mom and my dad. And then my dad coming to my mom's dream, but my dad was talking to me in my mom's dream, to me, saying my mom's nickname, Bobby's, to her and to me in her dream. It was me and my dad talking to each other in her dream. Remember she told us that when she got to Kaiser?
Yeah.
And that's after I had my dream with my dad about saying, son, you're running out of time. You're running out of time, son. Mom, you're running out of time. I said, okay, Dad, okay. But how am I going to get her to listen to me? Remember? Right? And I listened to God and I listened to my dad. And look what it says. Joseph's life reminds us of an important truth. The Lord speaks, so listen up. Wow. Another sign, dude.
That's when they say the word is life.
Yeah, man, right? If I didn't listen to my dad, or listen to my or listen to God, or listen to what my mom was telling me about my dad in my dream, talking to me right after I had my dream with my dad first, maybe she would have never went to the hospital at all. Maybe I would have just put her back in the bed and said, no, okay, well, see how she feels in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like we done before. But you did call the ambulance, you went to Kaiser. You know what I'm saying? This time it was even worse. If we would have waited a little bit longer, like we did when we had to call the first time, she would not have been here. Because she had blood poisoning this time. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? But I listened to God. I listened. I listened to my dad, my mom. My dad was working through my mom's dream, talking to me in her dream so she could tell me. And I was remembering God and my dad in my dream. You feel me? That I had first. She had her dream, if you remember, she had her dream about my dad talking to me, saying her nickname Bob is when she got out of Kaiser hospital. She had already got back home. My dream with my dad was before she went to Kaiser. He was working between us both. They save her eventually. He was still trying to protect my mom. Because now she ended up having blood poisoning. Now she gets the cyst removed. Again, another miracle. By what? Listening to God. When the Lord speaks, like the book just said, listen. Wow, it's crazy, huh? Wow, dude. Now she's getting the cyst removed. She accepted Christ. The very next day, the doctors are coming to her. Well, you got good news. We're going to pay for everything. We're going to remove your whole cyst. We're sending a referral over to UC Davis. The day after she accepted Christ. At her heart. Not that she never believed in Jesus, but she accepted him at that moment. The very next day, here comes the doctors. We're sending a referral over to UC Davis. We're going to remove your whole cyst.
Other times when you would love to have another address or phone number to use instead of your home address and personal number,
One after another after another.
Yeah, right, huh?
Yeah.
Just like when my grandma came to me and told me my grandpa's okay now. And the very next day I get a phone call from my dad talking to my ex-wife, not even me at first. She's like, shut the fuck up. She goes, Ronnie just woke up in the middle of the night crying saying his grandpa passed away. And I kept telling him, no, your grandpa didn't pass away. You thought your grandpa passed away before. I said, no. My grandpa just passed away. She's like, Ronnie, how do you know? How do you know? How do you know your grandpa passed away? I said, because my grandma just told me.
Just look at this as yourself as a life.
Next morning, 7 something in the morning, my dad's calling.
Social entities, you may be lost in that.
Talking to Maria. I wasn't on the phone. I was just laying in bed sad. I knew my grandpa passed away. And then all of a sudden the phone call came in. Hey Pop, hey Pop, hey Pop. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And I guess my dad was saying, she was, oh my God, that's what Ronnie was saying last night. Ronnie woke up in the middle of the night crying, saying his grandpa passed away. And my dad said, who was talking to Ronnie? Who called Ronnie? Because we just found out. And she goes, no, nobody did. He woke up in the middle of the night crying, saying that his grandpa passed away. And I kept telling him, his grandpa didn't pass away. You thought your grandpa passed away before. And Ronnie kept crying, saying, no, this time it's real. My grandpa passed away. And then I kept telling him what made him think his grandpa passed away. He kept telling me last night, crying and waking up in the middle of the night crying, saying his grandma came to him in his dream saying his grandpa passed away. And my dad goes, no shit. He goes, are you fucking serious? He goes, Dina, come here. That's what I guess it's back in 05, right? He goes, Ronnie had a dream last night saying grandma came to him and said that grandpa's okay now. Ronnie woke up in the middle of the night crying saying grandpa passed away, and nobody called Ronnie, right? And then all of a sudden my dad's calling at 7 in the morning the next day saying my grandpa passed away. Again, you see what I'm saying?
That's God working, talking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was asleep in the middle of the night. I woke up crying because I told Maria my grandpa passed away. She thought I was just saying it or whatever. She thought it was a bad dream. I said, no, you don't understand. My grandpa passed away. She goes, well, how do you know? What makes you think your grandpa passed away? I said, because my grandma just told me in my dream that my grandpa's okay now. She came and got my grandpa. Next morning, 7:45, 8 o'clock in the morning, my dad's calling. My grandpa passed away. And I didn't talk to nobody. I didn't even got to bed yet.
That's crazy. Man, that's crazy.
I didn't even get out of bed yet.
Yeah.
I was just laying there. She answered the phone, not me. You feel me?
Right.
She goes, shut the fuck up, are you serious? Shut the fuck up, are you serious?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Hold on, Pop, hold on. Let me go get Ronnie. And she ran in the room, and I was laying there. I was kind of like waking up, a little sad. I was just sad, crying. I still had tears in my eyes. And she's like, Ronnie. She goes, excuse me, babe. She's like, I have something I got to tell you. And I was like, I already know. And that's my exact reply to her. I said, I already know. She goes, what? You know what? I said, I already know. My grandpa passed away. She goes, yes. But how did you know? I said, I told you. My grandma told me last night. Now will you believe me? Those were my exact words. She goes, how did you know? How did you know your grandpa passed away? Dad just called. She goes, I didn't hear my dad on the phone. She just came to tell me, and I was laying down. I was kind of waking up, still sad. I had that dream, right? And she goes, honey, I got something I got to tell you. And I was like, I already know. She's like, what? I go, my grandpa passed away. She goes, yes. But how did you know? Pop's on the phone. He said your grandpa passed away. I'm like, yeah, I know. She goes, but how did you know? I said, I told you. My grandma came and told me last night in my dream. Now will you believe me?
See, that's called spiritual right there.
Yeah. No one told me. I didn't get a phone call. I didn't even get out of bed yet. I just had a dream that my grandpa passed away. Yeah. Next day, my dad, not my grandpa, not my grandma. Next day, my dad's calling, and 7 in the morning. I didn't even talk to him yet. Yeah. Maria answered the phone, not me. Yeah. I don't know what they're talking about. She came to tell me. Yeah. And I already told her last night when I was asleep. I woke up crying, saying my grandpa passed away. My grandma came and told me in my dream that my grandpa passed away. Next day, 7 in the morning, sunrise. My grandma's calling. My dad's calling Maria to try to get a hold of me to say my grandpa passed away. Somebody called my sister Dina, and of course my dad was up there. Then my dad was calling my apartment. Yeah. Maria answered the phone, not me. Maria. She was coming to tell me. I said, I already know. My grandpa passed away. Yeah. She goes, how did you know? Same thing with my dream with my mom. I knew she had to get to North Bay. That's where the miracle was going to happen. I didn't know where. I didn't know where. I just knew a miracle was coming. Yeah. I felt it. My dad was telling me.
Yeah.
She has to accept Christ so they can give her the blessing. You feel me?
Right.
I didn't know where it was going to come from.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not a genie.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
I just know God was talking to me.
Yeah.
She had to get delivered, and now all of a sudden,
Right.
here goes the miracle.
You deciphered it.
Yeah, now they're removing the cyst.
Yeah.
When she was telling me for years, when she was living with us
Yeah. that it
for
couldn't
2
be.
years, there's nothing they can do. I got the text messages. I still have them on my old phone. I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't, Ronnie. There's gonna be a miracle, trust me. If God has a plan for you, trust me. God, what part of it don't you understand? There's nothing they can do.
Yeah.
I go, yes they can. If they drain it enough, they can break it down. Maybe they can take it out piece by piece if they get it soft enough. You know, they can't just take it out piece by piece. I keep telling you that. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. I'm damned if I do. I'm damned if I don't. I have a text message.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, trust me, Mom. You know what I'm saying? I go, your heart's a muscle. Your muscles have muscle memory. Everybody knows your heart's a muscle. They get the poison out. All of a sudden a miracle comes, and then your heart gets healed.
Yeah.
Those are my exact words. You know, Linda knows I say it all the time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I said, all of a sudden your heart gets healed. All of a sudden, there's a miracle. All of a sudden, wait a minute. Now your heart's healthy enough. Now we can take the cyst out piece by piece is what I was saying. You feel me?
Right.
I was saying that a little backwards, but I knew a miracle was coming. I didn't know how or what form. I just knew it was coming. Now all of a sudden, she accepted Christ. I know. It's on video. She don't know I have it on video.
Oh.
I was recording it because I needed to talk to her so I can get it off my chest that I did what my dad wanted me to do.
Right.
She goes, why? Why do you feel you need to tell me this? Because your dad told you to? I'm like, yes. She goes, you really think you're going to save me, Ronnie? You really think you can save me? I'm like, you know what, Mom? And it's on video in the hospital. I put the chair beside of her. I said, you know what, Mom? I don't know that, but I got to try. You feel me?
Yeah.
I have to do what God and my dad wanted me to do.
Yeah.
She goes, oh my God. You feel me?
Yeah, right.
That's what she said. She goes, he won't even let me die. You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? She goes, you really think you're going to save me? I go, I don't know that. That's not up to me.
Yeah.
But I have to try.
Right.
And she goes, do you believe God knows all things?
Yeah.
That's what my mom told me.
Yeah.
Maybe it was for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was trying, you know what I'm saying? She told me that. My mom, she didn't want to hear it, but she told me, she goes, do you believe God knows all things? I said, yes, I do. She goes, well, do you believe, she goes, it's on video, I got to get it on my phone. She goes, do you believe God knows all things? I go, yes, I do.
Yeah.
She goes, don't you believe that he knows I'm in fucking pain? Right?
Yeah.
I go, yeah, I know he knows that, Mom. That's why this is very important. You have to accept Christ right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I have to ask you these things. It's up to you. She goes, oh, you really think you're going to save me, huh? You really think you're going to save me?
Yeah.
I said, the church prayed for you. I go, no, I don't know that. That's not up to me, but I got to try. All of a sudden, the next day,
I know.
we have good news. We're going to remove the whole cyst. I'm sending you a referral over to UC Davis.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, she said there's nothing they can do.
Right.
Let's not forget, she said she damned if she do that if she don't.
Yeah.
She accepted Christ, and now they're removing the whole cyst. When she said there was no hope.
Right, I know.
The very next day.
I know.
The very next day after I made that video, she don't even know I have it on video. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I put the video to the side. She don't know. I know.
Right.
And just in case someone says, in this case someone doesn't believe the miracle, how it happened,
Yeah.
even though I got you that can believe it and Linda can believe it, because you guys know, you heard me say it 1,000 times since she's been there, but for the whole world to know, it's on video. The very next day, the doctors come to her. We're going to remove it. I'm sending you a referral over to UC Davis University. We're removing the cyst for you.
Just like that, after years. That's crazy.
After years of her
And now
telling
one
me,
day.
in one day. Yeah. After she accepted Christ.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. One day after accepting Christ, boom.
Yeah.
Years before that.
Yep. So, you know, that's the miracle. It was something that I was listening, like this says, God speaks.
And then it's frustrating also because it's like man, why? Man,
Like it's,
they told her she couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I feel like she had to go through all that pain, for no
yeah,
reason.
and she almost died.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Just go through all that.
she thought there was nothing she can do.
Yeah.
She had to get through septus, and she's always going to have an autoimmune deficiency.
Yeah.
Because now she had blood poison leaked into her.
Yeah.
Remember what the video said? People always end up having immune deficiencies.
Yeah.
And she already has that problem already from all the various other things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But she had to go. She didn't have to go through all that. You know what I'm saying? But maybe she did to accept Christ. Because now the miracle came. You feel me?
Yeah. Wow.
And look what it says here.
Wow.
Joseph's life. This is way after. I just now saw this.
Yeah.
I just saw this. Just right now, 10 minutes ago. And look what it says. Joseph's life reminds us of an important truth. The Lord speaks, so listen up. Boy, it doesn't get more of an understanding than that, boy. You just gotta believe. Believe.
Yeah.
God's real.
Yeah.
He gives us signs and miracles all day, whether we accept it or not. Because the other people are gonna say, well, what if it's just coincidental? The devil's gonna make you think, oh, come on, was it really God, or was this a coincidence? You just happened to get the referral right after she accepted God. Come on, you know what I'm saying? What?
No, I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
No, it's not a coincidence.
Yeah, but that's what the devil's gonna make people think.
Yeah.
That's because the devil's a master of confusion.
Yeah.
That's his job, to convince you. Well, come on, this is luck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't luck for 5 years. It wasn't luck for 3-4 years. Fuck this her living with me for 2 years, us alone. He's living with us for 2.5 or 2 years alone. I heard what I heard. You know what I'm saying? You know it's not luck. It's God. But the devil's gonna make people. Well, come on, it's coincidental. It just so happened that she accepted Christ. It just so happened that it was just she got the blessing, or it's not a blessing. It's just coincidental. And this is in case someone I know Auntie Linda knows, Mom knows, Dina and all my sisters and nephews know, because I've been texting them back to back about it. But for someone else who's not in the family who don't know, it's on video.
Right.
You feel me?
I know.
So they can't deny it.
I know, right?
My mom don't even know it's on video yet. You feel me?
Right.
I have the video.
Right.
I kept it for my own personal, so I can always have it in the family. Like, these are miracles.
Right.
We're just living in a time where you can record miracles now.
Right. True.
You feel me?
True.
It's no different from the miracle back when Jesus walked the planet. It's just now we can record them and hope that someone believes it. Because the devil's the master of confusion.
True.
It's just coincidental. Your mom accepted Christ. It's just coincidental. The very next day, she gets the referral.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There's people,
Was it Jesus?
Right.
Of course it is.
Right.
But that's the devil's gonna make it think it's just coincidental. This is a random act of random luck. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's where it boils back down to whether someone's gonna believe or not. Because someone's always gonna say, it's just coincidental. She accepted Christ. The very next day, she gets the luck she's been looking for. Come on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what someone's gonna say.
Right.
Who doesn't know about? Because the only one that's gonna know these things is like me, you, Dina, Auntie Linda, someone in the physical family that's been hearing me repeat this shit over and over and over.
True.
You know what I'm saying? All someone has is my words right now in a video. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
I got my 2 miles.
Yeah, I got 40 in a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna be over there in a minute.
Sorry, the rope first.
Yeah, that rope is good. I want to do some dips.
Yeah.
I want to do some dips. I want to do some pull-ups and a rope.
Best possible way means what?
You gotta help me with the ab thing you do.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I want to try it. Yeah, I see you over there all the time, dude, getting it, boy. Man.
When you die and leave,
All right, you good?
you're breathing very
I'll see you in a minute.
apartments. You're not going to take it, right? Your own accommodations you can't carry. You know that. So obviously, the only thing that is left here is the profoundness of your experience, isn't it? How profound is your experience? To make our life profound, somebody says, if you have education, you can do this. Well, everybody went to the university. I didn't. Somebody said, if you have money, you can do it. Everybody ran after it. Somebody said, if you can get married, it'll happen. Everybody got married. Somebody said, if you have children, then it'll happen. Everybody did that. Somebody said, this is not it. You must get power in the world. So people ran after that. Essentially, what should happen inside you're trying to cause from outside? What should actually happen within you, you're trying to cause it from outside. Yes, it is possible, sometimes it can be stimulated from outside, but it has to happen within you. All human experience comes from within you, is that so? Your joy and misery, pain and pleasure, anything and anything, agony and ecstasy can only happen from within you. The question is only your joy, your peace, your love, your ecstasy, is it on push start or is it on self start? I'm talking about upgrading technologies. There was a time in 1950s or 1950s, if you bought a car, you needed two people to help you in the morning because it's a push start. If you got one in early 60s, it's a crank start, you need one person to help. Today all our cars are self-start, right? Technological upgradation. Things which are most vital to you, the profoundness of your experience, the pleasantness of your experience here. But right now it's all on push start. If you have to be happy, how many people we have to fix in this world?
Test Boost Max is the male performance hack that will help you shed that beer belly even after 40.
If you if you have to be peaceful, we have to fix the entire world. So there is an endless amount of conditions for your experience to be in a certain way. And in pursuit of human well-being, we've turned the world upside down, we've ripped the planet apart, but still we are not the most joyful generation. We are definitely the most comfortable generation ever. Never before another generation of people have enjoyed these kind of conveniences and comforts as you and me are enjoying right now, isn't it so? Never before. But can we say with all these comforts we are the most joyful generation? No, not true. I'm not saying we are more miserable, but definitely we are not the most joyful. Are we peaceful? No. Are we loving? No. So our experience of life is still like how the caveman's experience was. Same anxiety, that guy was worried, where's my food? You're worried, where is my next apartment? Endlessly, you think it's different. It's not different. It's rudimentary, isn't it? Hello? The idea of organizing our survival process the way we have organized is, we need not be concerned about it, isn't it so? Hello? You open the tap, water comes. Don't think it's small, it's a small thing. Just 100 years ago, water means you had to go to the river with a pot on your head. So today, all this convenience that we did, why? Because we don't have to concern ourselves with daily survival. Everything is organized. Now we believe if all these things are organized, we will sit here pissed out. Well, that's not happened. It's not happened simply because we have not taken charge of this. So peak of human life does not mean you climbed Mount Everest. I have gone up Everest 200. You didn't. Somebody went up there and took a photograph with my picture in his hand. So I believe I've been there.
It's much safer. It's much safer.
More sensible too. Because this guy who went there, took a picture with my picture in his hands, came down and said, Sadhguru, of 12 people that we started out, only 2 of us made it to the top. And I too came down. We were there just about 40 seconds, right on the top, because winds were picking up speed. We had to come down. Only 40 seconds I looked around and I couldn't see a thing. And I came down. Now what did I do it? Because you wanted to know the peak of suffering. It's not a simple physical challenge. Climbing Everest is not a simple physical challenge. I'm not saying you should not climb. All I'm saying is the peak can only happen within you. It will not happen outside of you. So if the peak and the valley and the very bottom can only happen within you, people can sit in a palace and be depressed like they're at the pit of their life. Isn't it so? Hello? So similarly, if that is possible, you can sit on the street and be on the peak. You're paying too much attention to everything around you, not enough attention to this one. But the quality of your life is essentially determined by how you carry this one. Yes or no? This moment. What kind of clothes you're wearing, what kind of car you parked outside, what kind of home you live in does not determine the quality of your life. This moment, how joyful are you feeling within yourself, determines the quality of your life, isn't it so? Nothing has been done about it. You think it'll happen in consequence. And you're setting impossible goals for your happiness. If I have to be happy, my wife should be like this, my husband should be like that, my children should be like this, the world should become some other way. Well, these are impossible conditions you're setting for your happiness and peacefulness. Now that you have compromised yourself to peace, why I'm saying compromise yourself to peace is because a lot of people have given up aspirations for being ecstatic or blissful. If I'm just peaceful, it's enough. Even the so-called spiritual leaders are going about and saying peace is the highest goal in your life. Peace is not the highest goal in your life. If you want to enjoy your lunch today, you must be peaceful. Yes or no? If you're not even peaceful, there is nothing in your life that you can do in a worthwhile way. To be peaceful essentially means this, that you're not messing your mind. To be peaceful means that your system is at ease. You know how to conduct your mind, you know how to conduct your emotions, your body and your energies. You are peaceful. It is not a rocket technology. It is the most basic thing. You have a dog at home, you give him his food, he sits peacefully. Maybe not ecstatic, but peacefully. Many times they're ecstatic also. Yes? If your dog is able to sit peacefully, oh, he doesn't have to run my industry. That's not the point. He's got his own stuff going. See, it has nothing to do with the external activity that you're doing. It's got something to do with the internal systems as to how they're functioning. Essentially, it means neither your body, nor your mind, nor your chemistry, nor your emotions, nor your energy are taking instructions from you. They're doing their own thing. Once your machine is not in your control, being peaceful is impossible. I'll tell you, you get into your car, and now you go there and you want to turn this way. You do this to the steering, it goes this way. Can you peacefully drive this car? Can you? No. Anxiety is natural, isn't it? This is what has happened to your vehicle. It's out of control. You've never done anything to find out where the steering wheel is, first of all. This is not that simple as a car. This is a super computer. Now the problem is most people have not even bothered to find the keyboard. They think if they do this, somehow it'll work. When you're given such a highly sophisticated machine, if you do not conduct it properly, it will cause many problems to you. By accident it's working. I want you to know this. This is made this way. If you hold your hands like this, it'll breathe one way. Turn it around, the very way you breathe, the breathing pattern itself changes in your lungs. You can try it if you want when you have the time. This way, this way. I'm saying everything that you do, fundamental changes are happening in this machine because it's such a sophisticated machine. It's more than a touch. Just wish it, it will happen. When you have such a sensitive and sophisticated machine and you are operating like a blacksmith, then being peaceful seems to be difficult. Peace is not the highest goal in your life. It is the most fundamental requirement. Don't ever set peace as the highest goal. If you do that, you will only rest in peace. You must see, to be peaceful is the first thing in your life, isn't it? If you want to do anything sensibly in your life, if you want to conduct any situation in your life sensibly, to be peaceful and happy is fundamental. Anger happens to us, resentment happens to us. No, these things we are creating. We have the power to emote. We can make it love, we can make it joy, we can make it ecstasy, but people have chosen to make it tension, anger, resentment, hatred. They've turned it that way. Now they will claim this is because life has been unfair to me. Life has not been funny. Life is simply rolling. It's for you to learn to ride it. Sometimes we're in uncomfortable situations, sometimes we're in comfortable situations, sometimes we're in situations where we know exactly what to do, and sometimes we're in situations where we don't know what to do. Sometimes somebody else is controlling the situation, sometimes your situation. This is how life is. If you are constantly stepping into unfamiliar situations in your life, that means you are growing at a rapid pace. If you are in constantly in comfortable situations, that means you are a stagnant life. So if you look for comfort, if you look for a comfort zone, because the moment your thoughts and emotions are going to torment you with external stimulation that happens, what will you choose? You will choose a comfort zone. This means you will limit your life. So the moment somebody can cause you pain or suffering, this means unknowingly you will make the very scope of your life very limited. Only when a person loses this fear of suffering, that no matter what happens, this is how I will be. If this assurance comes to you, then you walk full stride, because whatever happens in the life around you, it will not really make you suffer. Once you are free from suffering, only when you're free from suffering, when you're free from the fear of suffering, that is when you will explore your life in full depth and dimension. Let one honestly say, when you are with your most loving parents, however doting and wonderful they were to you, that you never felt this is not where you want to be. That is a dishonest human being.
Many people want to go to law school, but they just can't. The hybrid JD program fills that gap.
Because love gets tedious. This fondness gets very tedious. Comfort gets tedious. Because the nature of life is, it wants to constantly expand. If there is no room for expansion, it doesn't matter you are kept in a whatever. My visual perception, I hate Golden Palace, but whatever is the most wonderful palace, or as you say Shangri-La, whatever, it'll get tedious. All the heaven-bound people, they don't know how bored they will be within 3 days in that place of goodness. So I'm saying it doesn't matter. It's not because there's something wrong with your parents. They may be most wonderful people, but the very nature of a human being is such. Only if you're a pet animal, if you have reduced yourself to that, you're just happy with the means that you're getting, and somebody is fondling you once in a way, and you're happy with that. For that you must be a pet animal. You should not be born as a human being. Once you're born as a human being, it is natural wanting to break barriers. So when you're young as a child or a teenager, you think barriers means they're all physical. Before you understand, the barriers are not really physical. Whether you build your own house, or you live in your parents' house, or you live in a slave master's house, the house and walls are not the barrier. It is all within us. Before you realize that, or how soon you realize that, will lead to either transformation or frustration. I would say there's literally no human being who is not confronted with a thought and an emotion like that, but they manage to brush it aside. It doesn't bother them enough. The pain of not knowing doesn't tear them. That's the whole problem. They come to terms with ignorance. They make a deal with ignorance. They will build relationships where everybody will confirm this is the best way to live. Of comfort, companionship, love, affection. These are all things you're seeking. I know a whole lot of people have raised human emotions to heavens. If you say love, they say divine love. If you say joy, they say divine joy. If you say bliss, they say divine bliss. You don't need any God's help to be joyful, loving, peaceful. As a human being, you're endowed with these qualities. So all those who deprive themselves of that, they either seek God or they settle for a dog. Yeah, usually. Because they want unconditional love. This is a demand. Because the nature of love is such that it's like a flower. If you don't watch it for 2 minutes, it'll fall. It'll wither and fall right there. Either you want to let it fall, or you have to nourish it every moment, or you have to concretize it. That means you take a picture and keep it on your phone screen, or you institutionalize it with marriage or this or that. So essentially, well, I'm not against any institution because institutions are needed in the world to operate, otherwise there'll be chaos. That is a different thing. But you cannot institutionalize joy or peace, like right now we think United Nations is the institution for peace. No, you cannot institutionalize peace. You cannot institutionalize joy. You cannot institutionalize love, or anything for that matter. The institutions are functional instruments in a given society. I have utmost respect for them, because without it, a whole lot of people wouldn't know how to live. You need institutions. There is a government, there is a democratic process, there are a variety of things, all right? There are courts, there are parliaments. Well, 90% of the time some nonsense may be happening there, but still these institutions are important because without that there will be total chaos. So I'm not talking against institutions, but institutionalizing things that happen within a human being is a silly effort. How do I enhance my competence? Say, let's say you want to run on the field. Let's say you want to run a race. You want to run 100 meters. It is not running that you have to work on right now. You have to work on your legs and lungs and muscle and everything, isn't it so? So, if you want to become a great engineer, yes, definitely an institute like this is crucial on one level. But any number of people might have come here and gone. Not all of them became great engineers. Though they might have produced hundreds of great engineers, still not all of them will become, simply because of their own individual attitudes and competence and whatever else, isn't it? So, whatever the institute can do for you, it is doing. One foremost thing that you need to do is to enhance your own physical and mental capabilities. Because if you want to be a good engineer, you need a working brain. Just having a degree of engineering may be a passport to a job, but it is not a passport to success, isn't it? So to have a working brain, which the engineering degree will not freeze. Usually lots of degrees, when people acquire degrees, they freeze their brains. They think they can, now they have finished using it and now they can rest it for the rest of their lives. It is not so. This is only to enhance your capability. This is just an organized effort. A school, a college, an institute is just an organized effort towards that, because each individual cannot craft it for himself. That is why an institution. Otherwise, an institution has no other purpose. It is here to just organize that possibility of you striving to be of a certain competence. But that is a mass application.
My name is Natalie Ledwell, and I'm the #1 most subscribed law of attraction expert on YouTube. And I believe the universe has sent me to you
But as an individual, your most important thing is you as a human being, you are functioning at the fullest level. If that has to happen, there are other dimensions which one needs to explore. Unfortunately, though these sciences and technologies for inner well-being have been the mainstay of this culture for thousands of years, today we are largely losing it for various reasons, because we want to imitate somebody else. We don't want to imitate our grandfather Topiwala anymore. We want to imitate the hat seller from another country. Because of that, we are losing those things. But we should not. We have to bring it back into our lives. This is... In history books... Yeah. I got 10 seconds.
Yes, he can take the punishment.
very fast. Right hand over the top side too. He may have damage.
Right there, look at his arms. He can't control his hands. Now he's out on his feet. And that punch and that one, that was over.
And yourself, you're looking in amazing shape.
Well, certainly the finish is on the cards here for Tour, I think.
Blind spot for me, because I should have blind spot. Maybe the guys that has been fighting prior to be fighting me doesn't have the experience in being caught with a blind hook. But I will definitely see it coming. Buffalo is not afraid of nothing. I mean, I think in my past career I've proven that. And I'm sure his blind hook, before his blind hook lands, is going to be on his ass.
Well, I'm gonna make it. We'll see who's. He'll be my girlfriend after I'm done with him. And I'll be serving buffalo wings, white buffalo wings.
一方、自信を取り戻したモーは絶対に K の頂点に立とうと。
I'm sure that there should be not a blind spot for me, because I should be able to see the blind spot. Maybe the guys that has been fighting prior to be fighting me doesn't have the experience in being caught with a blind hook, that I will definitely see it coming. Buffalo is not afraid of nothing. I mean, I think in my past career I've proven that, and I'm sure he's blind hook.
Well, I'm gonna make it. We'll see who's. He'll be my girlfriend after I'm done with him, and I'll be serving buffalo wings, white buffalo wings. Mike Tyson's smaller fighter. I'm a bigger fighter. My style is like Mike Tyson's, and I'm a sweater. He can't handle a punch like I can.
I'm gonna give this boy a boxing lesson. That's what I'm gonna do to him.
I just gotta say.
I left my YouTube car over there. You see it? In the pocket hole, by the treadmill?
Yeah.
Over there? Yeah, I left my YouTube car over there. And they just happened to go over there right after I left it there. Yeah, it is. It's pretty hard, huh? Rope, yeah. Charles Austin, huh?
Yeah.
I got her.
Yeah. One of his new ones.
Yeah, they had one yesterday. One I saved on your YouTube.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. It's called. I forgot. It was like Sunday and a couple days ago.
Okay.
I forgot what it was called. But
Called Three Good Samaritans.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. This one was like spirits or something. I forgot what it was. I forgot to bring my water, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was gonna bring a bunch of water. I used to keep a thing of water. I used to have to keep down it.
Yeah.
I want to knock him out with my hands.
I'm gonna give this boy a boxing lesson.
Not with my hands. I want to punch him.
Instinct. You should try to win. You know, you don't want to be too aggressive. You don't want to be too
average life, then you'll go. So do something. This is your moment to decide. Will you continue on living the life that you have lived? Or will you unlock your greatest potential? More pain is coming. And that doesn't mean that it's over. It only means that you have to continue down that path, that journey, that year, that moment. So many individuals are going to have to face the reality that we are all going through some significant challenges throughout our lives. But you're here. And guess what? It happens by design. The best way to design that is to just get started. Pick yourself up and go so the day can come that you have everything that you want. Tell me what you're going to do. Tell me you got it done. Step into your greatness. You gotta be committed to yourself. Because make this the year when you decide to just get better, to just get I will give more. 2024, give more. Be your leader today and for the rest of your life. There's no It's right for This is the place where change is happening. I am committed to sacrifice everything to fulfill my destiny. 2024 is knocking on your door. All you gotta do is be prepared with the right mindset. Be a win or be somebody that leaves this earth with regrets. There is a future that I desire. I believe I will future. But as much as life is trying to take everything my spirit,
Send your life like report with progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, yeah, you already report with progress, thank you. He was telling me that. I see your video, there you report your progress. That's how you keep track, keep going.
Right.
It works for you.
You know,
Yeah, he started telling me, Andrew, I see how you record all your progress every week, like when you come working out. Somebody else does that too, I found out. Not at our gym, but somebody in the motivation people go, each quarter my progress.
I haven't heard Sergio say, stay away from goodies and hell on.
Oh, is that it?
No, remember he used to say it every day.
Yeah, I know.
He hasn't said it.
Yeah, because we ain't went in there smelling like weed a lot.
Yeah, no, that's true. Right. Yeah, he hasn't said it in a long time.
Yeah, right.
Stay away from the goodies.
Yeah, right. You know I smoke a lot of cannabis for medical purposes.
Yeah.
Well, basically, just, for, relaxation. Relax my body and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
Along with reading Bible and stuff like that, like motivational stuff. Some guy was in here, right?
Yeah.
He had the Niners sweater on.
Yeah.
You see him kind of heavy set guy?
Yeah.
His girlfriend.
Yeah.
He had the Niners sweater or whatever it was. I go, man, Niners, man. He goes, yeah, man, we're gonna take it. I go, yeah, it's Sunday, right? And then immediately after, some guy comes in, another guy, a black guy comes in. And he goes, you got this, man. I thought I'm working out. He goes, you got this. He goes, you got this. I go, right on, brother. Then he goes, man, that dawned on me talking about the Niners game. He had a Niners shirt on, right?
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, we got it. I go, yeah, we got it. It's Sunday, man. It's Sunday, we got it. He goes, yeah, unless it's rigged, we got this. Yeah. He goes, unless it's rigged, we got this. About the Super Bowl. Man, the Bay Area is in the Super Bowl, bro. It's been 3 decades. It's been 3 decades, right? Huh?
Yeah, 94, yeah.
Since we was at the Super Bowl, right? Wow. Man, since 1994, bro. I was 14 years old. You hear me?
Yeah.
Last time we Super Bowl. I remember that's when Jerry Rice and Joe Montana was running things. You know? It's been about 30 years, huh? Wow. Yeah, 3 decades, 10 years a decade, yeah. The Bay Area has not been in the Super Bowl in 30 years.
I don't know. Staying in a 2 big leagues for Super Bowl, that makes me nervous.
Yeah.
He was up 28-3 against Tom Brady and lost. And then 4 years ago, the Niners, they lost. 21 10, they were up with 7 minutes left. They lost.
I want to get some Niners socks, bro. Hey, I want to go to. Let's go to the mall today and look at those socks.
All right.
And the Niners socks?
Yeah.
We already got the barbecue food, you know what I mean? You hear me?
Right.
We already got the ribs, right? Or steaks. Steaks and barbecue on the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? We'll clean the house up when we get home. The house cleaned up, clean the backyard up and stuff, get ready for clean the backyard up and get ready for the barbecue Sunday. We'll clean the house up, feel me?
Yeah.
Clean the house up, we'll clean the backyard up, clean the house, get the house cleaned up ready for barbecue.
Hell yeah, man.
You gonna be cracking, man.
I know, I can't wait.
We already got the ribs, barbecue, and then we'll clean the house up and stuff, and together.
Hell yeah.
So, the backyard, we gotta get the backyard cleaned up too. You know what I mean? Yeah.
The needles on that tree.
Yeah, right. Now I stepped on it, man. Went to my shoe, bro. It went to my shoe. I can imagine if the dog stepped on it. You know what I mean? Because they'll go right to their ball, bro. It went through my shoe and penetrated my foot. That's how sharp they are.
That tree is lethal.
Yeah, man. Can you imagine that? That's why I used to get worried before Nala, my mom went back to Sacramento.
Yeah.
Right. That's why I was worried about Nala. She runs so fast. Buddy didn't walk, but Nala just takes off running. I was afraid she's gonna run and then step on them tree needles in the backyard, or even Buddy and Sammy. I used to get worried about them, falling, cause man, bro, it's so those things are so sharp. When I went in the backyard, I was cleaning up. Now it's dropping, right? Cleaning up the backyard.
Yeah.
That shit, the needle from the lemon tree, it went through my shoe, bro.
I know.
They went through my shoe and penetrated, and I had thick shoes on this, and they penetrated my foot.
And they don't break either. Like,
No.
Actually, it's worse if they break off than you, but yeah.
Yeah, they're hella sharp, boy. I'm like,
Man.
damn. Right? You feel me? So if it goes through my shoe, if a choke, and Nala runs, and I take her out to the bathroom, or take her out to the bathroom in the morning,
Yeah.
or you take her out, I go, come on, Nala, go potty, and she run out there. All right. You know what I'm talking about?
And it's not like they die either. Like, you know, when branches fall, like they wither up and die, and they get crusty and break.
Yeah.
That thing stays fresh, man.
Yeah, I know. I have to imagine Buddy running out there or Sammy or Pepper's so small.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Buddy and Sammy now they're heavy.
Yeah.
And then like I said, I had like getting the boots on, dude. They went through my shoes. Now I was taking down the dirt. Taking down that flower pot.
Yeah.
Because we're building the garden for Auntie.
Yeah.
And I was trying, so getting ready to build the garden, so I'm here chopping it down, right?
Yeah.
And I stepped on it, like, right?
Yeah.
Look at my foot. I swear, dude.
I remember just walking by and it cut my face. Just scraped. Man, trying to duck under it. Man.
That's what used to scare me, Nala. Yeah. She's so hyper. I think her batteries is dark.
Like that thing at the dog park is crazy, little that sewer.
Yeah, right. I was afraid Buddy or Nala or Sammy gonna run in there. Sammy always run too much unless they're playing with her.
Yeah.
So Buddy and Sammy take off. Yeah. I was afraid of the long, especially Buddy, he had long ass different separate legs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or even Nala, I was like, no way. If her foot would have went through that drain and broke, my mom would have, oh man, that would have broke my mom's heart, dude.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we started putting those stairs down the dog park.
Yeah, no. They can snap their legs so easy.
Yeah, it's hard to help them.
Right.
You almost ready then?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm just chilling.
We got 2 more steps. 2 more steps.
These things aren't bad. They're kind of a nasty aftertaste.
Yeah, I always want to imagine.
No, they're not bad actually. Just the aftertaste is nasty. Like it tastes good when you drink them. But I'm just sitting here like,
yeah.
They have a nasty aftertaste.
Muscle milk is better. More calcium, more protein.
Yeah. Well, these are 40.
What's the calcium?
Yeah, too. Flavor.
Well, it tastes more like protein than actual milk. What's the calcium?
And you know, it tastes like yoo-hoo.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah.
You know, yoo-hoo is not chocolate milk, it's a chocolate drink.
Yeah. Artificial. I think everybody just muscle milk all day.
Yeah.
Or at least these two of them a day. I have to since the weight loss surgery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have to do it anyway. I lost 100 pounds in my home, just working out naturally. And then I lost in the surgery, I lost like 60 more pounds. About 160 pounds total. I lost. Bariatric surgery.
That's half a body.
As a whole person.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Damn, you shedded a whole person. Yeah.
And now I gotta take vitamins forever.
Yeah.
You have to take a certain amount of protein and calcium forever.
Like you said the other day, remember, like it was messing with his skin and everything? Yeah, hands.
Yeah. Type 2 diabetes.
Yeah. Dang.
It's good now though.
Yeah, right.
I dare put it in remission now. Diabetes.
Yeah.